How are the players feeling ahead of this Thailand?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're like it's a cup game and it's coming to the end of the competition, so we're looking forward to it and just hopefully putting in a good performance, and that'll take us through to the semi final.
When you get closer to the Hampden stages, the determination just increase then?
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's business end of the season. These games come up, and we've had a good week working on it on our game for the weekend, and we're confident, going into it, and we just want to progress to the next round.
Is it all about resetting after disappointment last week?
Yeah, 100%. Like, it was a disappointing result. Obviously, things didn't go our way, and it was sort of taken out of our hands a little bit. But now it's a different competition this week, so it's completely like fresh mindset and going into it now.
Do you expect Livingston maybe to open up a bit more, given it's a cup knockout?
Potentially, but I think they'll also probably be a bit cautious. Like, they'll try and stay in the game, and their usual sort of, they'd be hard to break down. I'd say more so than them opening up, just because they want to stay in the game and keep it going for as long as they can.
You said things were taken out of your hand last weekend. Obviously, there was a penalty award against you guys. The players clear on what constitutes a handball?
Some might be. I'm not really, to be honest. Like, it surprised me watching it back, especially. Like, no one even on the pitch really knew it had happened. Tomoki didn't even know until half time that it was given against him. I don't even, it might have been even given against Ali. I'm not sure myself, but it was surprising. But that's football.
Is it something you talk about in training, especially as defenders? You got to defend these days with your arms behind your back. You have to watch what you're doing when you're jumping.
Yeah, I understand. I've sort of taken that arms behind the back approach when you're blocking shots or pressing an opponent, because if they shoot and it's going towards a goal and hits your arm or hand, it's a handball. But physically it's difficult to jump without using your arms to get yourself up, and like when there's contact involved between players, your limbs sort of are pushed different ways. They react differently. So sometimes it's out of your control, and it's really hard to defend naturally when these things are in your mind. But we just have to sort of get on with it.
Yeah, is it something you've spoken about at training this week, or have you just drawn a line under it and going forwards?
No, it's just one of those things. It's not really. It hasn't happened to us often, and it probably won't happen to us much more. It's very rare. Like, a decision like that is given against you. But we sort of more worked on potentially if we end up with 10 men, that sort of thing, which obviously is more common than that.
In terms of the weekend, one came away from Hampden. Have you played at Hampden before?
Have played a couple of times at Hampden, yeah.
Was it for Celtic, or was it?
Yeah, I played. Came on in the League Cup final 2 years ago, and I played against. I played there for Aberdeen in the Cup semi-final last season as well. I think League Cup semi-final.
Yeah, that's right. What have been your memories of it? What do you make of it when you get to play at the National Stadium?
It's just a great sort of day out. It's something different, and the atmosphere is always good, and it's just sort of a big day. Everything sort of, the lead up to the day is better and bigger, and it's just exciting, really. Yeah.
Looking back to last weekend, are those the kind of games which can be a good learning experience for a group? How you deal with adversity when it comes along, regardless of what that may be?
Yeah, exactly. That's what sort of this week has been based on. Looking back on that game, the only thing really we can do is accept that we're down to 10 men and play a certain way to try and win the game with 10 men, and that's what we've worked on. So we've learned a lot from it, definitely.
How difficult is that in a game to sort of separate yourself from the decision and the task in hand? You might be annoyed at what's happened, but you kind of need just to forget about it in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be gone straight away, and it's focusing on the challenge now. And I've sort of trying to win the game with being a player down, because we started well and we felt like we were on top, and then obviously the sending off sort of, it changed the way the game went a little bit. And look, that's football.
Is it even more difficult as players these days, because it's almost two stages? You can have a decision by the on-field official, but you can also have the VAR steps in and changes the dynamic of a match, and you almost need to be prepared for different types of setback than maybe you were 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. It's completely changed the game. You're constantly waiting for every goal that's scored. You're waiting to see if it's disallowed for something in the build-up, or every challenge you're waiting to see, will they pull that back. So it's sort of like, you can't. I suppose you always have to be ready for the decision to be changed, which is difficult at times. But yeah.
It looks like Ali Bernabei is away. Are you prepared to switch to left back as cover if need be, if required through the course of the season?
Yeah, if need be, 100%. I've played there before, and like I'm sort of, I've played a lot of games this year, so I'm physically in good condition. You know, I can switch if need be.
Liam, obviously Leo's gone. How do you hope he's remembered for his time here?
So Liel scored massive goals for the club, you know, while he was here. So that's obviously what we will remember him for. You know, he was a top player. He scored big goals, and he was part of like a treble winning team. You know, so he's left a good sort of legacy for himself here. So look, we wish him all the best in his new challenge.
Obviously with Callum missing as well, it's just greater onus on others to kind of step up, given that he's such a presence in the middle of the park.
Yeah, definitely. Look, Cal's a brilliant leader, but we have other players in the team that can take a step up and lead us, you know. And obviously Tomo coming in, Tomo's a top player, and although he might not speak as much as Cal, he leads by example on the pitch, so it's a good sort of step in, really.